Good evening, folks. Right across here, BJC Outdoors. Hey, we're down here on Tennessee River today. Rough day, man. Typical Tennessee River, Willow Lake type deal. Gonna go out and do some dragging this season. I had a couple hours before dark. Got out here, man. The wind had shifted. Supposed to have been out of southwest. Well, I got out here inside of northwest, so it's blowing across, kind of across up the river, and it is rough, man. The area that I was gonna drag, there's no way to drag. So, I did bring my ugly sticks back out here, my Catfish Pro. We're gonna throw them out. I have fished here before. It's about, I'm sitting in 5 foot and I'm casting out in about 12 foot. I'm gonna fan cast these out. I got skipjack on both of them. And I got me some live bluegill, man. My plan was to do some dragging this season and then do a flathead trip tonight. I got everything in here, man, to fish up into the night. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to or not. I don't know if there's any flatheads in this area. But where I was going, I could drag for blues before dark and then do my flathead trip after dark. So, but anyway, I'm probably gonna throw out a couple live ones on the back since that is what I come out here to do. And I'm not gonna keep these things. I actually supposed to use them this morning. I caught them yesterday early. I got them in my tank. They're in great shape, man. But you know, I don't want to keep them at tomorrow. Be past 2 days, and I normally don't keep them that long. I'll chunk them back in the river before I let them die for sure. But I got 2 out now on the bottom. We're gonna sit here and see what we can do. Like I said, it's rough, man. It's typical Tennessee River in my area. You know, it can change just like that. I was down at the dam earlier today around noon, and it was slick as glass. And I thought, man, it'd be an awesome night to go out or evening and then fish into the night. All right, folks, there's my live bait rig right there. Got a 3/4 ounce weight on there, about a 16-inch leader. Got a rattle on there. Every time that fish wiggles out there in the water, he's gonna send an alarm out for hopefully a big flathead. We're gonna get these out and see. I got 2 out skipjack. They got a bite on one. We're gonna throw these out on the side and just let them kind of bounce around out there and see what happens. There's mudding right there, medium-sized shell cracker. Throwing that live bait on them spin casts is a whole lot less stress on them than trying to throw them on a bait cast. You got a rare back chunk of bait casters. Them spin casts, you just lob them out there, they're gonna go pretty good weight. I got live bait on them too. I got skipjack bodies on them too in the middle. So we're gonna sit here and see what we can do. Like I said, this is about the only place I can fish this evening. It really messed me up from my plan. I got my big gear in here. I was gonna do some dragging. But like I said, there ain't no way to drag out here rough days. I'm in the calmest part of this area. Tied off to a tree right here in the water. And got my 35-pound anchor out the back trying to, you know, hold me still. I noticed some fish here, or in this area. They got a big tournament here tomorrow. I don't know how many boats. Last I heard it was, they had almost 200, which they usually have around 300 boats. These fish have been beat up on this lake all week from pre-fishing, I'm sure. But a lot of people don't mess with these fish. They're just kind of off-the-wall places. I'm sitting in 4 foot, throwing out in about 6, 8 foot. It is 12 foot over here on this side where I was trying to fish a while ago, but it got so rough I had to move. But I just pulled down this way about 50 yards and found me an old submerged tree right here I'm tied to. So we're gonna sit here and see. Got one right here. It's a little guy right here. I don't know what it is. Maybe a turtle. Y'all look right there, folks. Is that not a beautiful a beautiful turtle, man. That's a soft shell turtle. Some good eating too. Not one that small, but that's the thing you get into a lot of times in this real shallow water like this. You'll get a turtle every now and then. Let me get him back. I still got one playing with that right there. About an hour away from dark now. I can't fish the spot over here that I want to fish because the wind's blowing the wrong way. Wants to push my boat back around where I'm throwing too shallow. But there's some 12-foot water over there. That's where I caught fish here a couple weeks ago. But I can't fish it. It's just too rough right there. But right here where I'm at, I'm sitting in about 4 foot and casting out in about 6 or 8 foot. I hadn't figured out why the fish were there yet, other than the spawn's on. They are full-blown spawn. The water temperature is 73 right now, and it's been cloudy and rain today. So the water temps, if the sun was out today, it'd be 75, 76 degrees. So it is definitely spawn. The spawn is on Wheeler Lake. You don't know, they don't all come up at the same time, but they're all thinking about it. And I don't know how long this has been going on, because there's some parts of this lake that's probably been 70 degrees for several weeks, especially in this backwater. And that's usually where they come to spawn. So we're actually fishing for the pre-spawners, possibly a post-spawner, They go back in here and spawn, they're gonna come back through here, working their way back out to deep waters. We try to make chicken stew out of chicken poop today, because like I said, I had no idea the wind was gonna turn like that. But I should have kept that turtle, and I could have put him in my chicken stew. We're gonna have to start getting some bites, like I said, other than turtles, because I'm not out here after a turtle. This is a common spot out here, right here. I got wind coming right there, wind coming right here. Like today, there should be some good fish still in this area. Oh, there we go. There's a good one. Good fish right there. That ain't no turtle. There we go, folks. There's a dang good one to start with right there. That one hit skipjack right there. That's definitely a female. She's early. She ain't got all of her eggs yet, but she's got some in her. mean out of this shallow water, man. They don't get their fight out. That's a good one. Good one to start with, man. She got mud all over where she's been up in that shallow for a little while. She got some eggs in her, but she ain't like about to pop like the other ones I was catching. She, like I said, she's probably the second wave coming up. Well, let's get her back, man. See if we can get us another one. Man, they mean. You know, you catch one out there deep, they have time to fight and wear themselves out. But they're still crazy sometimes. You catch one out of this 4, 5 foot, 6 foot of water. That one come out of 4 foot. I had it over there on that right before it drops off. You get them out of that shallow water, they don't have time to get their fight out. Had to put my hoodie on, man, getting a little nippy. We got a cold front coming in tonight and throughout the whole weekend. Tomorrow I think the high is supposed to be in the 50s, so it's gonna be a game changer. But we're on the front side of a cold front. So hopefully they'll bite, man, closer it gets to dark. I mean, we're about 30 minutes away from it getting, you know, pitch black dark. I'm finna go ahead and get my lights hooked up and get set up. We're in a good place right here. I mean, I backed off the shallow. Right now I'm sitting in 7 foot and I'm casting out in 12 foot. You know, the boat's not sitting exactly still like I'd like it to, but can't really do anything about it right now. I'm hoping the wind will kind of lay a little bit closer it gets to dark. Sometimes it does, but it don't look like it's going to the way it's blowing around that end up there. But anyway, I'm gonna get everything set up, and we'll see what happens once it gets dark. Right here, folks. Good fish right there. Yeah. I know if y'all can hear that drag, he is screaming drag off this thing. That's good fish right there. He's gonna go all the way around the boat. I got an anchor rope up there too, man. I don't like what he's trying to do. He don't even know he's hooked, I don't think. I'm gonna let him come on around. I can't let him get close to that anchor up front. I don't think he even knows he's hooked. Golly. Good fish right there, folks. He's feeling drag. He just took off 100 yards of line. He's still pulling drag. We may have our hands full of this one. big fish right there, folks. Trying to keep him out of all these other lines. I know the lighting's terrible, folks. I got my light on, but it's still too light for a light. Got him a little closer to the boat now. He ain't done though. Man. Trying to keep him out of this rope. Sinker. Big fish right there, folks. Yeah, that's a big fish. Doing all I could do, folks. Trying to keep them out of these anchors. I got 2 anchors out. I got one in the front, one in the back. Man alive. Oh no, he's got me my anchor. Oh man. He got me my anchor. That's why I don't like using anchors, folks. Is that right there? We got lucky on that deal. He wrapped me around my anchor twice. Man, they wear me out. These shallow water fish, man, will wear you out. He just don't want to give up. We lucky we still got this fish on, folks. He wrapped around an anchor right there. I thought it was over. Come here, big boy. I had him up. what, son? I know you're tired, 'cause I am. Come on, boy. Come on, big boy. Folks, we're only in 6 foot of water right here. I mean, I just can't get him to, I ain't gonna force him. He come up once, but I didn't have my net close enough. He ain't a monster, but he's a monster for right here. Man. Man, it's rough right there, folks. That lets you know when you that lets you know how old you get. Oh, man. One thing for sure, no matter how old you get, you never get tired of that. Man. Big old male right there, man. Up here looking for love. You got mud all over him. Big old head. I don't know what that was. Hope it was water. Big old male though. I knew we'd get something right here at dark. But let me get him back, man. Maybe we can get us another one. Got one on back here. I ain't never fished before in my life, folks. Another big fish. He got my bait and swim right under the boat. He was hung up in the motor. I'm gonna have to leave these put up till I can pay attention to them, man. What's happening is the boat's moving around. It's got my line slack, and I can't tell my bites. That fish was on there. See where I'm sitting, man, they go anywhere around me. That's why I don't like that. I got 2 anchors out. I definitely ain't liking that. I hope y'all can see me, folks. It's that time of the evening, man, where the light ain't bright enough. And no light, you can't see nothing. Yeah, that's another good fish. don't know what he done to my line on that motor. Hopefully nothing. Well, at least he was nice enough to come right on the side of my net some. if he'll just stay over here. Oh, another good fish. Another good. Man alive. Every time I come over here, folks, I need a partner. It's hard to do this right here in this shallow water like this. I know y'all can't see good, and I apologize. It's like I'm blindfolded out here. I can't really see what I'm doing. Tell you what, I don't know if they make them any bigger than that. That's a 6/0 eagle claw circle hook right there. If I could get them things in a 10/0, hey, I wouldn't never use anything else, because them hooks right there, I hadn't lost a fish since I've been using them, which I only use them on these ugly sticks. I got bigger hooks on my bait casters. Alright, come here, boy. Alright, folks, there's another big old male. Big old head on him. He ain't quite as big as that other one, but he's a big one. Heavy fish, man. Thick. Well, that's what I'm talking about, man. Two big old headed males. Let's get them back. See if we can get another one. Both of them come off skipjack. Caught nothing on bluegill. Boy, them rascals is mean. Man, I might have to take me a break. 2 in a row like that, it stresses you out too, man, because I got 2 anchors out and I never anchor at night. I never do. Matter of fact, I'm thinking since the wind's kind of blowing straight one way, I think I may pick them up and cut my spot lock on, and that way I know, you know, at least I know they ain't gonna get my anchor no more, man, because that scared me. Both of them, that one got an anchor, he went around my anchor twice. Then that one got it under my prop, which I can fix that. I'll raise my motor up. Alright, folks, I got them back out. I'm only going to use 3 rods. I can't take that chance on it again, man, and one big one hitting like that. For some reason the lighting's off tonight, y'all. I got a real good night light. It's real bright, but it's so light in the sky for some reason. It's not putting out the light like it should be. I don't know why the lighting seems off like it is, but I'll figure it out. Y'all just bear with me. Like I said, we're still trying to make chicken stew out of chicken poop, so anything can go wrong tonight. So I finally got my new batteries from a trolling motor. Got that took care of. And like I said, I wasn't planning on fishing here, man. Where I was gonna fish at over there is a real dark place, you know, shallow water. We'll try to catch some flatheads. But, hey, I'll take tonight. You know, tonight's been a good night, man. Caught that one right before dark, and then two good fish. it was kind of spooky out here at night when you're in this rough water, especially when you know, I had a boat come through here a while ago. I wouldn't expect to see anybody out here tonight. It is what it is, but like I said, we're gonna stay out here and give it a little while and see. Like I said, if we don't catch another fish, you know, I call it a good night, or a good evening / night. But like I said, it's hard to stay consistent here, you know. Trying to anchor and you're moving around and taking a chance on fish getting in the anchor, which of course that did happen. My spot lock, you know, the boat's picking it up, trolling motor's coming out of the water. It's, you know, pushed us back 4 or 5 foot, and then it'll move forward. It's just keeping slack my line. That's the problem. You don't want slack in your line. You know, that fish, that second one hit. Both of them did. Didn't even know there was a fish on there. You know, they hit it, took off with it, and I just seen my line moving. Now that last one, he got in the motor, and that's when I seen my rod go down. See, I threw that line as far as I could out there, and that fish swam right back under the boat. You know, they'll come up shallow, real shallow, you know, at nighttime. All right, folks, I've moved up a little bit in the shallow water now. We're up in 2 foot, throwing out in 6 foot. Them 2 big fish, you know, they both came up shallow. Even the one I didn't even know he was on, he was already on the boat. So I know they're moving up in the shallow water. They're probably coming out of that ditch and coming up in the shallow water feed. We're gonna sit here and try a little bit. Man, it got rough out there where I was at. I wasn't 50 yards the way that wind's coming around the backside of that island. Pretty rough. Like I said, this night stuff's all new to me again this year. That used to be the only fishing I did was at night. But I think I done a video last summer on some flatheads, small flathead. That's the last time I done a night video. All right, folks, we're finna get ready to get out of here, man. It's done got cold. That wind's whooping across the river. It's done got rough out here. I got a rough little ride back to the truck in the dark. But anyway, hey, I was glad to be able to come out here, man, and fish a couple hours. Like I said, I was going to try to come up here tomorrow, but I'm not going to come up here getting them guys' way. And, you know, it's going to be a lot of boats on this big old lake, so it's going to be crowded. You know, no matter how big it is, you get that many boats, you know, 200 or more boats on it, it's going to be crowded. And I ain't gonna get in their way, and I don't want them in mine. But anyway, we kind of had a good evening, man. You know, caught that one right before dark, caught one right at dark, and then one right after dark. So you know, that's the only bites I got. I got one other good takedown, and he come off. Didn't catch anything on live bait. Everything was on skipjack. I even cut up a brim. Didn't get no bites on it either. All he wanted was skipjack. Like I said, we're in the spawn now. You know, things are gonna get tough. You know, you pick up a good one here and there. Like I said, these fish, they'll come right back out this same ditch that they came in on. You know, they'll be hungry then after the spawn. It's gonna be tough for, you know, the next couple of weeks. In the areas that they're spawning, and you know, they're not spawning everywhere on the lake. The lower end, deep water, you know, they're probably not spawning yet. But just kind of jump around and find the areas that they are and stay away from them. And try to catch that post spawn bite. But anyway, I'm gonna get these up, get out of here, get back to the truck, get warmed up. Y'all stay tuned for the next one. I'll see y'all then, and God bless you.